Hey everyone, Dylan here, back again with another review for Cherokee Motor Group. This time, it's very exciting. We're doing the all-new Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve plug-in hybrid. This is the vehicle next to me. Super impressive. I mean, so many features, so much technology and safety that I would need an hour to do this review. So I'm going to keep it brief, show you some highlights, some iconic locations around Port Macquarie in the vehicle, and really just give you a rundown of what this vehicle has to offer, as it's really at the pinnacle of what the automotive industry offers at the moment, especially in Australia. So really looking forward to showing you this one. Stay with me. Let's go on a nice journey together. Now guys, I'm walking towards this vehicle because I just can't keep my eyes off it. It's that attractive. They've nailed it with their design and the wheels, the badging even with the little blue highlights around the back of it. This vehicle is absolutely feature packed with night vision, cameras on the passenger side dash, head-up display, panoramic sunroof, heated and ventilated seats. The list goes on. Now I know you're all wanting to know the price. This vehicle here is $139,990 drive away. The Grand Cherokee E-Summit Reserve has 21-inch alloy wheels with this silver and black look, which really suits this black vehicle especially. Just in case you're wondering where we are right now, we're actually at the Koala Hospital car park in Port Macquarie at the Roto House. A really good spot to come and get a coffee when you're in Port Macquarie. I do recommend checking it out. It's just a bit out of the wind today, nice shady area, so I don't get my noggin burnt. So yeah, that's where we are. Now this is the front end of the vehicle. You can see the camera here at the front, the really nice grille here, the radars down the bottom. You've got parking sensors along the bottom here too, with this really nice striking Jeep design, plus a little logo with the blue at the back, which does represent the E version or the hybrid version of this vehicle. This vehicle is 280 kilowatts of combined power and 637 Newton meters. Very punchy, very torquey, very smooth delivery on this vehicle. Just a really, really nice drive, and you'll see that shortly. So the combined fuel consumption of this vehicle is 3.2 litres per 100, which is unreal. For the size of this vehicle, 3.2 litres combined cycle is class leading. This is where you plug this one in, right here. That gives you 50 kilometres on a charge, so you can get to and from work purely on the battery if you wish. Now for a full charge on a domestic socket, you're looking at under 10 hours. And if you use the 7.4 kilowatt system at home, it'll charge in under 3 hours. All in all, pretty quick charging. So overnight, no matter what, you're going to get the full charge of the battery capacity in this for the next day. There's no tow bar installed on this particular vehicle, but the towing capacity is 2,722 kilograms. Pretty good for the hybrid. They only reduced it by about 100 kilos or so from the normal Grand Cherokee to the hybrid version. Boot space in a Grand Cherokee has never been a problem, and with this one, same size boot pretty much as all their previous models. Easily fit 3 or 4 suitcases in here, golf clubs, etc. No problems with boot space. And of course, automatic boot close button, power socket in the back here, and this one's just got a nice liner that does come with the vehicle standard. Underneath here is where you keep the charging cable, your spare wheel, that sort of thing in the usual spot, but they make it really easy. In this little bag is the charging cable. Folds up and fits right beside the spare wheel in the back. The other side, you've got a little bit of storage, and then your spare wheel, of course. And in this vehicle, it is a full-size spare wheel, but not an alloy, so just a steel rim. All right, I'm sitting in the back of this vehicle, and a few things that I've noticed straight away is you've got shades on the side of the windows here for the passengers, or for babies, handy little inbuilt thing. You do have ventilated and heated rear seats in this vehicle. Another feature that just amazes me. It's got USB and USB-C in the back, as well as a power point as well, which is 230 volts that you can plug in there to charge whatever you wish. And you can control your own temperature in the back with these aircon controls also. When the panoramic sunroof is open, you get full view from here as well. Love it. Plus you've got aircon vents on the side, on the B pillars here, that you can adjust open and close, as well as ones in the middle and then down on your feet. People in the back in this vehicle are just going to be so comfortable. It's unreal. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why Australia is moving more and more towards the electrification of vehicles, whether it's plug-in hybrid, conventional hybrid, or full electric. A couple of the main reasons are climate change and global warming, from both a government regulatory side and also from customers wanting to be greener and helping the environment wherever they can. A couple of statistics for you. The transport industry is the third largest source of emissions, and it's the second worst out of 23 for high energy transport usage. And we're 40% less efficient than vehicles in the European Union. Now those stats are for Australia, so I'm not sure what the rest of the world is, but it's interesting to hear those numbers. Now we're going to take it for a bit of a drive, see what we think of the drive of the vehicle, and show you the interior features and benefits that this vehicle has. It's absolutely packed with stuff, so I'm not going to go through it all, but I will show you some wonderful highlights that this vehicle offers. The Grand Cherokee Summit E Reserve. Nearly tripped over on a stick, sorry about that. Alrighty, in the Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve, just leaving the dealership to go on our little drive today. Just got my ventilated seat on at the moment, which is absolutely lovely. Now this model, the Summit, it has heated, ventilated and massage seats for both the driver and front passenger, as well as heated and ventilated seats for the rear, left and right passenger as well. So talk about comfort. This is the vehicle. This vehicle actually has a wading depth of 610 millimeters on the second highest suspension setting. It's got a water sealed battery. So you're driving a vehicle that's a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, and you can go through 610 millimeters of water. You can only go through it slow, but it has the capability to do that, which is absolutely unreal. So this one's just as capable as any of the other Grand Cherokees in the range. 8 colors to choose from in the Grand Cherokee Summit Reserve. Nice choice there, depending on what your flavor is as far as color goes. I'm a white guy myself. White is safe. When it's dirty, it doesn't look too dirty. And if you do get a little scratch or a dent, it is easier to fix than one of those more bold colors. So the 52 kilometer range on the battery in this, on a full charge, is enough to get you to and from work or wherever you want to go, shopping, local driving, without the engine kicking in if you wish. Now I just wanted to talk about the 3 drive modes that this vehicle has with the battery. So you've got hybrid mode on now, which is the mode that uses the battery first and then the consumption engine when it needs to top up the battery. You then have pure electric mode, which when you press that button, it will primarily use just the battery power that you have available. And then we have e-save mode, which is the mode that primarily uses the combustion engine to charge up the battery as much as possible for when you need pure battery power. Now this vehicle, not that I can demonstrate it, you just won't be able to hear it properly, but it has a Macintosh stereo in it with 19 speakers. Now I think I mentioned earlier, it has one of the best, if not the best stereos that I've ever heard out of a production car in my life. And I've sat in a lot of cars, tried a lot of stereos, and been around motor vehicles, since the end of high school I started my career, and I'm 38, so a lot of stereos. This one is unreal. If you like your music, you won't want to get out of the car to go inside and listen to music. You'll just be sitting in your car in your driveway listening to your favorite tunes, because guys, it's unreal. I recommend coming in and having a listen to the stereo alone. It's that good. Now the seats I'm sitting in are actually called quilted Palmero leather, which sounds fancy, and it is. These seats are unbelievably comfortable. They have multiple lumbar support adjustments, full electric, heating and massage like I explained before. Just really, really comfortable seats. Now, as I look around the cockpit in this vehicle, there is so much to look at and explore that you just can't get bored driving this car. You've got the full digital interface here with night vision that I mentioned before. Now, night vision's super important if you live in the country. And if you do have it available, then, you know, if a kangaroo jumps across the road, they'll be highlighted in the night vision. A person, someone on a bike, you know, it doesn't matter. The night vision screen, as you saw in a little highlight video, is unreal. And it turns night to day, and that's the whole benefit of night vision. You've also got your nice big center screen here. The passenger in this vehicle also has a screen in front of them on the dash over here. So they can control the navigation destinations with that screen. It looks like they can plug in a HDMI into that as well, and give themselves, they want to play a little gaming console or something like that. It's got other functions in there as well, but there is a screen on the dash in front of the passenger. I'm just out at a new industrial area that's getting built in Port Macquarie, and I'm in a 2-lane road here, and I just want to show you the turning circle of this vehicle because it's really, really good. Here we go. Turning circle, full lock. I can turn around in between those 2 lanes, no problems at all. So really good turning circle on this vehicle. Thought I'd demonstrate that. Now in the vehicle too, there is multiple suspension modes. So you've got enter and exit mode, which allows the vehicle to go down a little bit so you can get in and out of it easier. You've got the normal drive mode, and then you have off-road 1 and off-road 2 as well in this vehicle. So if you are off-roading, you can lift the suspension up with the air ride suspension and give yourself more ground clearance. Super cool. It's got park assist. It's got a really, really nice reverse camera, heated steering wheel, full drive low range. As I mentioned before, USB, USB-C, HDMI, 12 volt in the back. All the steering wheel controls are easy to use with adaptive cruise and all those safety features. And I'm just in a screen called e-hybrid here in the main screen of the vehicle, and actually shows you your driving history, scheduling charges, e-save, so how much you want to charge the battery, 40, 60 or 80%, and then has charge settings and tells you how much battery you've got left as well, which we've got 79% available of the battery. All right guys, I've just switched on the max regeneration button, and what that does, it activates regenerative braking. So basically what happens is when you lift your foot off the accelerator, the vehicle does brake by a reverse polarity. So you do feel the vehicle actually slowing down when you lift your foot off the accelerator. 2 things about this that are unreal. 1, it saves you brakes. So you're not going to be going through brake pads anywhere near as quick as you used to. And 2, it charges the battery much quicker. So 2 benefits of that battery save mode in the Grand Cherokee, which we do like. Feels like a Dodgem car. I really like it. You can let your foot off before you get to a corner, which I'll do down here, and you feel the vehicle starting to brake, and then all I've got to do is feather the brake to come to a complete stop. So I've lifted my foot now, and we're slowing down. 68, 60, and this is going down a hill. 50, 40, and I haven't touched the brake yet. 30, 20, almost to a stop, and all I do is touch the brake. So how good's that feature? Just gonna go out on the highway and test the adaptive cruise control, and then we'll head back. All right, so cruise control on. Change the distance to the car in front. So we're gonna put it at the closest distance, which is still 3 or 4 car lengths in front. And you can go up by increments of 1 kilometer an hour with this cruise control. So I'm sitting at 110, nearest distance to the car in front. Nice and comfortable. Lane assist's doing its thing. Steering wheel's just guiding me around the corners by following the lines. And you've just got to keep your hands on the steering wheel and enjoy the drive. The small details in these vehicles that make them what they are. Like even in the cup holders, there's little rubber sides on it. So when you stick your coffee cup in there, it holds it nicely, and it doesn't rattle around in there with the little rubber bumper stops. I'm on the highway now. I think I might just keep going to the Gold Coast for a holiday. I'll ring my wife and kid and tell them I'll be back next week. This vehicle, you could just keep going. Maybe even go to Cairns. I'll just keep going, see how far I get. I can't, I've got to get back. Also, I've got the revision mirror flicked to the camera at the moment, so it gives you a full camera view of what's behind you. Don't have to look out the back windscreen like you used to. You can still do that if you want, but it also has a camera. I just turned the massage function on. Just give you an idea of how many settings it's got. It says here, you turn it on, it says waterfall, lower back, extend, low extend, and how powerful you want it, low, mid, or high. So the massage seat function in this vehicle is really good. Oh, and rock climb mode. So I've got it in rock climb mode, so it's climbing up my back. So good. Whew, guys, got to get yourself one of these. 140k drive away for years and years and years of satisfaction. Oh, and don't forget about the beautiful big panoramic sunroof that this vehicle has as well. Just press a button, opens the roof up. Probably see I just got a little bit lighter then. There we go. Wonderful. Shut that back up. Don't want this head to get burnt, said it before. Too fair for that sunlight. There we go. Just driving back into town now. So I'm just going to wrap up the drive portion of the vehicle here. Really enjoyed this one. Thanks for coming along for the drive. We appreciate the support. Don't forget to like our channel, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. Really helps promote the channel. As mentioned, going to do one a month for as long as I can possibly do it. Really enjoying doing these and getting a little bit of a different perspective on the vehicles. Yes, I'm a sales manager at the dealership, but it's for a different brand. So I'm just driving this vehicle like any moto journalist would and giving it my opinion. I'll see you back at the dealership for the wrap up. Well, there you have it, guys. The Grand Cherokee Summit E Reserve. I really hope you enjoyed that review. Thanks again for tuning in to another Cherokee Motor Group review. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thumbs up the videos. We really appreciate it. It helps us out, helps the channel grow. And leave comments. If you want to know anything about this vehicle, please ask. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out. Jade, our sales manager, will be able to give us all the tips and tricks we need to know. And please don't hesitate to give him a call. Come in and have a test drive of this wonderful vehicle. You will be impressed. I mean, just look at it. The Grand Cherokee Summit E Reserve. If you want to enter that hybrid world, this is a great choice. It really does drive nice. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.